Day 165 done. First one in the office, last one out. It was a nice and long day. A little bit less coding today, a little bit more planning. This has been what I've been trying to solve for the longest time now, probably 4 or 5 months, of essentially closing the loop of an AI agent being able to self-sufficiently trade within the market with no human intervention. Any large language model as well, so not just Anthropic, Gemini, OpenAI, any of the models, and creating essentially a system, some sort of agentic harness system where they can trade by themselves and just have no human intervention. Something that I still haven't cracked, honestly. I still have to jump in. I'm trying to think percentage-wise, maybe 20% of the time, maybe closer to 10 actually, where it's about 90% AI agent and then 10% me. And generally it's like I'm asymptotically approaching 100% agentic rather than like a linear, where it seems like the closer I try to get to 100% autonomous, the harder it is to get there. So it's like once you're at 90, then 95, then 98, then 99, it's always like one more step function of difficulty. And so most of today was me just like trying to get my thoughts down on paper of like how I could tackle this, because I've just been trying to tackle this for the longest time. And it's definitely a difficult problem. I think there's a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. That's why I am obsessed with it and I keep trying to solve this. Because essentially if you can just let an LLM rip without any human intervention, you just infinitely scale that up. The problem is, I guess, there's too much entropy, there's too much chaos. Like, for example, if you let an LLM kind of autonomously create a code base, the code base is going to eventually at some point have spaghetti code in it and it's going to become unmaintainable. And so generally trading in the markets takes a similar vibe to that, where it's just like there isn't like a proper kind of evolution. It's downward sloping rather than up. So that's why I've been jumping in, and it actually works. So like if I'm part of the loop, it is very profitable. It's like, this is a fine business idea. I'm just not scalable myself, where when the system is on, even at 10 to 15 isolated agents, I don't really have enough time to manage them. So if they can become self-sufficient, then it's just like thousands of agents trading. So that's the goal.